Well, hello out there. Well, I'm not promising a repeat performance of last night, but we're going to give the Cas Boots Stepladder race a solid chance here. And in 2 hours is an 80 keys stepladder, so if I finish this and I'm in the mood for it, we might do a double header. We'll see. But we still got a couple people joining up and stuff. This one will start right at the top of the hour. Hope everyone's doing well today. We got a couple minutes to kind of chill before this gets going. I don't know about that. Tito's in here. Tito will dunk on some people. He's an amazing runner. I think I've beaten him at something once. And that might be the limit. But, you know, there's some really good runners in this one already. Yeah, thank you. That was wild. I was just in a spot where I'm like, well, I'm trying to remember. Just like after doing CAC and Easter, and I just had Dark World access, and I just started clearing out dungeons one after another, and I fortunately jumped into Hera, got Samaria while clearing out the mountain, and then I get access to Meyer soon after that, maybe. And then I realized, oh, like, okay, I'm Hammer from Go, which was really stupid. Hammer from Go is the worst. But then I'm like, well, I don't really need Hammer to do Swamp. So let me go into Swamp. And I literally said I was walking in, I'm like, well, this is the only check that Hammer could be in this entire dungeon. And it freaking shows up there. Which was amazing because it saved me a lot of extra overworld checks and having to dig out ice because I was worried that it could be an ice and that's a shitty spot. I never touched pod, which was huge. So yeah, I just got lucky with a couple calls, and that Hammer being in Swamp was actually a godsend for me, but it was a curse for others. You did pretty well with that one. If the Hammer and Swamp really got some people, because while it's like, yeah, I know it can be there, why would it be, right? Alright, let's do this. I thought this was open mode. Whoops. Yeah, it's an ass location for a Hammer, for sure. Uh-oh. Thank you for the GLs. Gotta love immediately getting a sword. Another sword. Makes me have nightmares of Kabuki with key drop. Cross keys is tough, man. You know, I was doing some casually, and the first several that I did took me absolutely forever. I'm not nearly as good as a lot of the people out there. It still takes me over 2 hours on average, like 2.5 maybe if it's... Whoops. Alright, cool. You're gonna be a jerk. I'll get you down here. Grab the key. That's a time loss there. Hey, Scanler. Thanks to the GLs. Scanler, did you see that race room from last night's Cas Boots? We were just talking about it. I lucked into some shit, that one. Okay. Grab the statue. That's what I wanted. Cool. Well, I'll be interested to see if you beat my time. I actually pulled the first place finish in that race last night. It was awesome. Thank you. It's a rare occasion to get one up on Sind. Because he's just so damn good. So I was just like, wow, okay. Yeah, I did. He actually came in third. Someone else just eked him out. Like, there's 3 of us that finished within, like, a few minutes of each other. But you could look at that later on. But it was a fun seed. You've yet to beat him at anything. I feel like it was my second time. I think there's one other race we might have done one time where he just, like, might have missed something somewhere and a few of us might have eked out in front of him. But, yeah, those are rare. He is just so good. I was watching him do a little bit of cross keys later on in the evening and we were chatting about it a little bit. So it was pretty cool. But I appreciate him too because he's also just a really super nice down to earth guy. So but Phillips is in here. Phillips came in 5th in that race too. Did a really good job. I forgot how many of us total there were. But it'll be fun. If you guys do that later, of course, there's a whole bunch of crap going on at 7 o'clock tonight, if that's what you do. There are 13 total? Okay, yeah. There you go. But, like, I think Zach's and Gamma have their race at 7 tonight. I think Kyrie's next mentor race is at 7 tonight, and then you and Scats are going to do this. My poor bandwidth. That's why I might get back-to-backs in today, because I'm probably just going to chill and watch stuff tonight. A lot of fun stuff going on. Nice hook. Okay. Well, either way. Okay, this was a little sloppy here at the end, but time will be okay on it. We're gonna miss that dash. $520. That's alright. I'm pretty sure I had a better time yesterday. Oh, I should have been counting. My bad. Yeah, that'll be fun. I also want to watch you do that if I can. Because I'll be curious to see how you handle a couple decisions there. Though I'll be honest, I don't remember a damn thing about that seed anymore. Because that was like over a week ago or something. Or a week ago. So it'll be like watching it from scratch. Yeah, but it was fun to have all those modes on. It was a little crazy, which, you know, I anticipated, but yeah, we'll grab the money. Now we got bottle vendor money. Are you gonna give me bombs? No. Useless. Okay. I like that. I was thinking about that magic would have been nice, but I don't really have anything to use it yet anyway. Alright. This is fine. That'll let me buy more bombs if I need to, because I'm going to get a couple from Bonk Rocks unless I get them here. Alright. And we'll grab a couple from the bonk rocks, and then we'll buy more if we need to. I was thinking about practicing more cross keys, but then these races were back to back, and I'm like, well, let's see how this goes. Should have probably just gone around back. Alright, I'm gonna just grab one more. Oh, crap. Just didn't cancel the dash in time. What is this easy mode? Oops. I am really off on my timing here. Alright, so we could do a full village clear. Nice bombos. Rip off. Early cane, nice. Okay, this seed's a little annoying already because it's not giving me any like real direction yet. And Eastern being a pendant sucks. Alright, now we're getting a little bit closer. Alright, so fairly loaded so far. Okay. Move! Tommy. I need bombs, but we're not that desperate. Good scout. Alright. Let's go south. Out of my way. Oh, nice friggin' bomb. Alright, Pearl. Alright, give me a glove. Alright, well, not there. Big money. So we're gonna pretend like that doesn't exist. Wow, the ultimate FU for checking Akina early. Love it. Awkward dash and bonk off the friggin' bush. Alright. This thing blew right by it for some reason. Well, fine, I needed more of them, but not what I'm looking for. Well, let's at least check Waterfall. And then the answer is going to be over towards Saha Eastern. Whoops. Oh my god. There we go. Having some swimming issues. Okay. I'm not even interested. None of this is in logic right now. I'm not interested in any of it. So we're going to just leave. Don't have the money for Zora. Otherwise, I would have gone up. We're going to head this way. Because I'm going to guess that there's a glove either right here in Saha or in Eastern. And then that's where we got to head out. Should have got my hammer out for swag strats. Alright, then we head to Eastern. Lost the dash. I think I just saw a small magic for stun prize. Now we'll do swag. Alright, big chest for the win. There it is. Okay. That's what we came here for. Okay, we're still looking for 2 pendants and both red crystals when we look at the map. Alright, of course. Alright, and then my Turtle Rock. Hate it. Was that ice green? Shit. I always look bad. Okay, and then Turtle Rock. Got it. Well. The feels bad moment of we're gonna probably just do Pendant TR. Because it's gonna be one of those every Pendant dungeon has an important item seeds, isn't it? Alright, that's good. The boots. I should probably like not. Maybe I'll just do the first 4. I should probably head down to Hype Cave first, honestly. It's probably the smarter move. Well, that might have been helpful. We'll see. Okay, we just got 3 items in the front. We're out. And I'm gonna go to Hype Cave. Totally missed the heart. Genius. Give me a mirror right here. Okay. Flippers are fun. I don't know if I like the fact that I'm doing this, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay. Now we'll go to Zora. I'm only grabbing the money so that I just ensure myself that I have enough to get into pod. If that's where I'm gonna go. I might. I could just sequence break the mountain too. That might be a better idea, to be honest. Okay. Well, now that changes things. Now we'll go to pod. It's immediately bow locked. Two, we got 5, so let's check all these just to see. Because likely one of these is not a small key. Nice, we didn't need to do that. Okay, unnecessary, you jerk. Nice mirror. Okay. Well, that makes it a little bit easier to route the back. Nice flute. Alright. So we just need to have a decent basement. There we go. Love it when that doesn't work. There's one more somewhere. Oh, that's not what I thought was going to happen there. Where are you? We have a fairy in a bottle, so that's alright. Just letting that happen. Oh, there's another. There it is. Alright. We made it, barely. I love that trick. Alright. So we have swamp and we have going up the mountain. I like the idea of a go mode swamp. And the mountain's got a lot more checks, so I think we go up there now. You can always go to swamp afterwards. Whoa. Nice butter. Well, we ain't getting the shield. Who cares? Well, rip this dungeon. Hopefully we get 2 items going up and then we can be at peace. If not, oh well. Not the item we wanted, but sure. So, beating this dungeon is locked behind a fire rod or a lamp. We're probably just going to find one on the other side of the mountain. Okay. But if we get the second item here, that would be pretty good. Alright, cool. Who needs a fire source? Overrated. Okay, that's good. Get away from me, please. Okay, just go on, please. Wow. Okay. Let's go to Swamp. So getting mitts out of here would be really good if that's where they are, because I can just go right into ice afterwards. I would like that. And then between the 2 of these dungeons, we should hopefully find other progression that we need. Fire rod, ice rod. A lamp would be nice, but... mitts would also open up desert. Or just a plain old book, for that matter. But let's clear this out and see what we find. I'm gonna pick up this key so we have the option. because we'll be able to do the big chest, the chest south. If we get a map or a compass, that guarantees something on the other side. We might just do left side while we're in here, because we're still looking for several things. Sucks, but whatever. Alright, let's go. Since we got 2 items, let's go straight back. See if we get lucky here. Okay. Get the batarang out. Nope. Well, we might get lucky with getting all the items, but I have a feeling that we're going to see a map or compass dropped here. If not, that would be pretty sweet, but we didn't get any answers here, which is really the bad part. Yup, I got Butter Sword. The golden gate sword. There, I made it funny for you. No rods, no silvers, spin to win. How you doing, Austin? Alright, can we get the other item? So we're gonna leave one thing behind. That sucks. I am not a fan. Not a fan of that at all. Alright, well. We're gonna take the risk here. I should have just jumped down, honestly. Alright. Well, now we're going to do the thing we should have done a long time ago, which is going to Skull Woods, which we avoided doing earlier, which was probably a mistake. I don't have glove. I don't know that myth. What am I doing? Why did I try that? So, this will be the feels bad if there's something here, but I don't know. It hasn't really prevented me from getting stuff done. But I have this, we have Bumper Ledge, we have Graveyard Ledge, and we have King's Tomb to check. So let's look at all of those. Okay, game, I get it. I'm immediately leaving. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, I'm gonna check these other 2 overworld spots while we're here, and then I'm gonna float away to desert and ice that we can do now. But no, we can't do desert without a fire source. Screw it, we're going to ice. Unless we get a fire source here. I mean, there could be one in, like, Mireshed or something, but ice is beatable, so I want to go there first. We got a lot of garbage things we could do, because we could have had those before going up the mountain, which is really bad. So, that's my punishment for not going into Skullwoods quick enough. Ice is a pendant, though. I don't want to do that either. Alright, you know what? Screw this. Let's waste our time doing this. We should have had them when we came up here, so there could very easily just be something on the climb. Okay. We have 6 checks up here, plus we can go into Spike Cave, which we really could have done earlier. But I wasn't gonna. We can actually also check the first thing in TR, which would be trolly as shit. Oh my god. Dead rocks, please. Please! I got that Quake out of Pendant Thieves, so that's cool. You know what? Let's have a little fun. Because I'm way behind getting these mitts anyway. Let's just do the first check in here. Okay. It would help if we go the right way. There. We did it. Okay. Bottle percent. Okay. Well, I got a fairy in a bottle anyway, so it's fine. Gotta love... There we go. That's how we wanted to do it. Alright, let's check Mire Shed. Okay. So, vanilla medallions today. So, I have some options here. And I don't like any of them. So I can either dip into the unbeatable desert, but both items might be up front. Dip into Mire, which may not be beatable. Whoops, we don't know. Ugh. Or we go into Ice, which is fully beatable, but it's green pendant. You know what? I don't think Mire's the right move. I'm gonna just go into Ice like I was thinking about doing before. And I wish I would have just stuck with my instincts on this. Alright, let's get ready for an important item to show up in iced tea. Fuck off. The rule of fire. It's the rule of fire. Alright. Well, we're still gonna just, while we're here, let's kill Cold Stare and just double check this, make sure the green pendant's not something else. Then we can go clean up a couple things. That's an ass location for any... I hate fire-locked fire. So much. I mean, I'm kind of hoping it is, because, or it could be, if it's Ice Rod, that's great too. I mean, we need Ice Rod more than Lamp. Though I'll take both. Whoa. Just kept on walking. Alright, so we'll do this. I'll go into Mire next. So why not? Missed. Been a while since I've had to do the Dark Room in Mire, but we're well equipped for it. This lamp could be in here. That'd be kind of funny. If I get through this, I don't really need lamp. I just gotta hope to find ice rod along the way. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely seen that a lot too, especially in cross keys. Loves to show up in here. Alright, that's item 1. I'm gonna come back this way hoping for the big key. That's item 2. Okay, we just need the big key then. So it ain't in here. We have 2 keys. We could do this. I'm hoping it's just right here. Yep. Alright. Let's give it the old try. Watch it be the second item that I didn't pick up in Skullwoods. That would be really stupid, like, of all things. But we also have, like, a bunch of bullshit that we didn't look at yet, like friggin' Smith chain and stuff. Ugh. Nice. Easy peasy. Hold on. I still have the cape activated and I didn't want it activated. Okay. Where are we relative to that? Here. We have made it. Alright, so we're gonna go Skullwoods. I might opt to do Smith Chain right afterwards before going up the mountain, just in case something fucking stupid happens. I'm also a little bit worried about catfish, but I'm not going out of my way for that. We're gonna bank on Turtle Rock after that. But Smith Chain is 3 quick things because we didn't do Hammer Pigs. Hey, I actually have mitts to do it this way. Yay! And there is an item still here in Skullwoods, so we can hunt it down. It's pretty quick to do. But we're gonna go straight back and just see if it's on the way. So, as tradition, every single pendant dungeon had a required item. There was a glove in Eastern that you pretty much got pigeonholed into early. Quake was in Thieves Town, and the Fire Rod was friggin' deep as hell in ice. It's fantastic, really. Cool. I gotta wait this out because I need to kill the damn Gibdo. No? Okay. Get away from the top, please. Thank you. Alright, just drop the second item. Not even close. Cool. Alright. Well, we couldn't have gotten the second item without the fire rod anyway, so bailing after we got the mitts was correct earlier. Okay, but now we're just gonna do this real quick. So, really, I just want an ice rod. Just give me the ice rod, and we're happy. If I don't see it on Smith Chain, I think we just take the chance and go to Yard, because it's probably there, though I'm really curious where that lamp is sitting at. It could just be, like, lamp could just be on left side swamp, like the one item we skipped there. Could also be the ice rod, so that's a little scary. Okay, that ain't it. And we could just flute the chest down because we've already done everything else, so that's kind of nice about this. All right. Holy shit, that's ass deep. The hell. That's scary for a couple reasons, to be honest with you. Okay, well, we gotta bank on this, right? There is one bad, really bad location that the ice rod could be in right now, but we don't have information to know. So we gotta bank on TR. Get away from me, dude. Not sure how I dodged that one. Whatever. Oh, God. What a stupid seed. How did I not pick up the arrows? Like, come on. I don't need them, but what the hell? Alright, we have to check this because we're still looking for crap. That feels bad. Whatever, fuck me up. Nice compass. I meant to use iframes and I fucked it up. My timing was off. All right. Please be benevolent. Thank you. Alright. Hope for an early big key. Sweet. Check these just in case. Yeah, that's fine. Just in case Silver's actually showed up. But we can look on the climb. Okay. Fuck me, I guess. Wow, 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 wow. What the hell is that? Wow, we still couldn't get that? Nice powder. Stupid game. I hate this. I really hate this because I screwed it up. 3. 5. Alright. Fourth one just finished. But still haven't seen it done from Tito or Dr. John, so maybe I can get one of them. Let's see. Have a good Ganon fight, and it can be done. Where were they? Yeah, of course. Ah. Oh, I missed. Come on. missed that one. Alright, I didn't like that at all. Well, Dr. John finished in 5th. So I'm literally right behind him. Thank you for the GGs, Whiskey Bill. And Scanler, thank you. Alright, so we finished in 6th. We finished ahead of Tito. What the hell happened to Tito? So... Blackie Rave, Steinchen, Kai24, Crom, Dr. John, then myself. Tito, Skullrusha, Iron Gamer, Top Specialist, and Mrs. Lexi are still going. So, I don't know. I'll take it. Let me close this. Tito is almost at Aga 2, so somehow we just kind of, I don't know, routed it decently. I don't know. Iron Gamer just finished. So, yeah, working out well for us, I guess. I'm gonna slow play the credits, because the next race is not for 25 minutes, and I want to get up and take a quick little break, so I'm gonna just let this kind of do its thing for a little bit. But this is, the next one's AD keys, so I'm gonna pop into that, but I will be right back. Thanks again for hanging out and for your support. Does Kyrie ever come into my chat and not complain about something? What is this? You don't like 80 keys? Key seeds are fun. The last one I played, I was like second from last, so I'm looking to kind of redeem myself just a little bit. So that's my plan. This seed wasn't too bad, though. I guess the biggest thing I could have done would have been if I would have gone through and just gone into ice earlier. That would have been a lot better. But that didn't happen, so whoops. But that's fine. So that would have been like the biggest thing. But yeah, I'm glad people, the keys modes are fun. I like to, and again, I like to play around with cross keys. I'm not like great at it, but I absolutely do enjoy um messing around with those seeds for sure. So we'll just kind of see how this one goes today. Okay. But other than that, we're just chilling for a little bit until this cross key seed is about ready to roll. And then we'll be going from there. As I'm going through, and I kind of got sort of a new phone case because my phone in this heat, when I try to put it on my wireless charger in my car, it is almost overheating without fail. So I got something that has apparently more ventilation in it, but we'll see how well it works. But it's been freaking brutal, man. It's 91 yesterday. It almost hit 100, which it doesn't do around here. I think the last time it hit 100 in my area is in the 50s. So it doesn't happen very often. And yes, keys is the next progression for sure. That's how I feel too. And that's why I'm looking forward to whenever they decide to run the cross keys mentor tournament, whenever the hell that happens. I'll be looking forward to it because I want to improve my cross keys game. And that is going to be a way to do it. There we go. All right, we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. But that is my plan. Yeah, so keys is the next big step. 80 keys is part of it. I guess from what I understand, last time they did, who was talking about this? I don't remember who it was chatting with, but I guess last time when they did the Cross Keys Mentor Tournament, they started out with veterans or something like that. Maybe it was Zax and someone talking about it. I don't know, but we should do more of those types of. It could have been Map, maybe it could. Yeah, it could have been someone. I think doing some of those modes would be fun. I would still like to do some more mystery races, just because it sometimes throws some of that shit in there, and then you just have to think on your feet a little bit. We should try to do one soon. I know this weekend a lot of people might have plans and stuff, so that might not work out too well. But I do like doing some of the mystery stuff, just because it makes you think differently, and then you have to kind of like, oh shit, we're inverted, and I hate it, and then that kind of thing. Yeah, and for people who have been like, there used to be, um, something you could run called mystery friendly that would basically do everything except for entrance random. So for people who are a little bit hesitant about entrances, that could be run. But then there's just like regular mystery, which puts almost everything into play, minus like some of the really crazy settings. But for the crazier settings, like there's ways to generate that. Like Zax has got his crazy stuff. But all right. Um so what I'm gonna do is the seeds should be popping up in just a minute. So let me be right back. I'm gonna set everything up. I'll play a little music and I will come back on with this 80 key seed in a second and we'll go from there. So BRB.